And indeed, for you in grazing livestock is a lesson. We give you drink from what is in their bellies, between excretion and blood, pure milk, palatable to drinkers. In this episode of Quran and Science, we look into what's mentioned in the Quran, how nutrients come from bloodstream. Human beings have long realized the relationship between the milk secreted and the food eaten by the animal, and noticed that the animal would die if it were not provided with food. But they did not know the process of changing the food into milk, flesh, bone, or any other substance. Modern science has shown us the steps that lead to the formation of milk that is palatable to the drinkers, thus revealing such signs of Allah, the Most Kind, all aware of everything, as agree with what the Quran has told us concerning the synthesis of milk in the bellies of cattle, and showing the grace of the Creator on His slaves. People way back then thought that milk came from the white fat near the nipples. However, today this turned out to be false. Milk is produced in mammary glands, which in turn get the nutrients directly from the bloodstream. The bloodstream gets its nutrients from the digestive system, just like mentioned in the very Wikipedia. A mammary gland is an excretion gland in humans and other animals that produces milk to feed young offspring. Mammals get their name from the Latin word mamma, that is breast. The mammary glands are arranged in organs such as the breasts in primates, for example, humans and chimpanzees. The udder in ruminants, for example, cows, goats, and deer. And the dugs of other animals, for example, dogs and cats. The anatomy of mammary gland. Milk is synthesized and produced in the mammary glands. Within the mammary gland is the milk manufacturing unit, the alveolus. It contains a single layer of epithelial secretory cells circling a central storage area, called the lumen, which is connected to a duct system. The secretory cells are further surrounded by a layer of myoepithelial cells and blood capillaries. The raw materials for milk production transported through the bloodstream to the secretory cells. It takes 400 to 800 liters of blood to deliver components of 1 liter of milk. William Harvey, born 1578, was an English physician, and the first known physician to describe completely and in detail the blood circulation and properties of blood being pumped to the brain and body by the heart. He discovered this many centuries after the Quran revealed. At that time of the revelation of the Quran, the fact that blood carries the nutrients absorbed from digested food into its constituents to mammary glands for production of milk was not known. In the field of physiology of blood circulation since the 19th century, several things have been studied, such as the nerves that modify and accelerate the heart, the vascular movement, and other phenomena that are involved in the arterial pressure. These things were investigated extensively during the 20th century. After using radioactive isotopes, the exchange that take place at the capillaries were better understood. Thus, the way milk is synthesized from the food eaten by cattle was discovered after man had discovered the secrets of digestion and its stages. The functions of the organs of the digestive system, blood circulation, the function of the heart and blood vessels and their routes throughout the body, and their relationships with the digestive system and all other parts of the body, including the udders and mammary glands of cattle. Now, we look 1,400 years ago. This is what Allah told us in the Quran in Surah An-Nahl, verse 66. And indeed, for you in grazing livestock is a lesson. We give you drink from what is in their bellies, between excretion and blood, pure milk, palatable to drinkers. Milk is composed of carbohydrates, proteins, fat, and many vitamins and water. And all of this is extracted from the animal's nutrition. This knowledge regarding the contents of food in the gut and of blood, and that this white substance, which is milk, could be a product of blood, not known to people of the past, and thus a great miracle of Quran that it mentioned such a complex phenomenon of modern biology. No doubt, indeed, this is an example and proof of Allah's existence and oneness are in His creations. Allah Almighty produces the milk which is pure and a total nutriment that we drink between excretions and blood of animals. It is also a scientifically known fact that the food that a living thing eats is digested in stomach and bowels. The excretion remains in the bowels. The blood that arises is absorbed by the glands and sent to the blood vessels. The first purification is completed in this way. After that, some portion of the blood that comes from the milk glands becomes nourishment for the cells of these glands, and the remaining part becomes milk at the breasts, which are in the form of taps. Modern science says that for the food which is eaten by animals to become milk, the food is digested in the stomach, and after that, it is separated from excretion, and then from the blood becoming milk. With the expression between excretions and blood in the Quran, it is stated that after the food is purified between excretions and blood, it is transformed into milk in the breasts. Prior to the invention of the instruments of anatomy in the last 2 centuries, nobody knew the mysteries of what was going on in the digestive system in humans and animals, and the functions of this complicated system and its relationship with blood circulation and the stages of milk synthesis in the bellies of cattle. After the manufacture of instruments and scientific experiments became mature and advanced throughout the centuries, many came to learn the components of milk are extracted from chyme after the digestion of the food. In addition, lactose is added to the milk in the alveolar lumens to make it palatable to those who drink it. Those secrets were unknown to human beings, and they did not discover them except after a long journey of scientific experiments and researches that took centuries, and in which there were used unprecedented instruments that were manufactured for the first time by the researchers. But the Holy Quran disclosed these secrets to its readers in the most beautiful and most concise utterance 1400 years ago. Who then taught Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, apart from all humans living at that time, the secrets of the digestive system and the subtle processes going on in the mammary glands other than Allah, who knows the secrets in the earth and the heavens, and who knows the mysteries of what He has created. This is enough evidence that the Quran is revealed carrying the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His messenger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, in chapter 4 verse 166, "But Allah bears witness that what He has sent to you, He has sent from His own knowledge, and the angels bear witness, but Allah is enough for witness."